everyone. Let me figure out where I want to sit you guys at. I'm gonna set you guys on top of my lotion. Oh, it's gonna be a long video. Just got out of the shower, as you can tell. Did my skincare. This is going to be a very vulnerable video. I have always thought about posting a video like this, but I never thought I would have the confidence to be able to, and now I do. I'm doing it without no makeup, without my hair being fully done. So I'm gonna try not to explain every little thing, because I always feel as if I need to explain further about everything that I do and say, but I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to be perfect, and this is my life and my video, my social media. It's nobody else's, so I get to choose what I say and what I don't, but still be respectful about other people that I'm talking about. Anywho, so we're gonna start back when I was a little girl. Grew up in a small town in Ohio, and I grew up with a single mom. And I also grew up with a brother, and we also grew up with our grandparents. We were very, very close to them. Very close to them. Our family was, and still is, beautiful. Like, it's, I'm trying to get emotional, but I'm like also so overwhelmed with joy anymore, because I've always dreamt of being who I am right now and who I've been for the past weeks, although I'm still going through a lot, just like anybody else. But anyways, so our family is very strong, both the women and the men, but I'm going to be talking more about the women in this video because today is Women's Day. Happy National Women's Day to all you beautiful ladies and gals. And before I actually get into all of that, speaking of Women's Day, make sure you spread positivity to the women around you and appreciate everything that they've done for you, no matter how much you go through it with them, how much you argue and bicker, because we all do. We are women. We are going to argue. We are going to have bad times with each other. Like, it's just inevitable. And yes, I talk with my hands a lot, so you will see a lot of that in this video. I'm sure you guys have known that if you know me, but anyways, and I also will be probably taking this off and on because I get real hot, just like anybody else, but okay. Anyways, so back to my childhood. Growing up, had a very sweet childhood. I was very close to my cousin, and still am, but we're grown, not grown, but like, we're young adults, so it's difficult to make time for each other, and it's difficult to make time for any of my family members, even because I'm focusing on what I need to focus on, and they are doing their own thing too. However, we have been so close growing up, and the women on our side are ride or die for people. Ride or die for people. We're very strong. We're very independent. And we have strong opinions. We're very strong opinionated. I feel like every single one of us almost on my mom's side of the family. And when you're all of those things and you're very authentic, you go through a lot growing up because other people see that you're that way and they want to take advantage of that. And I know that there's many other women and girls out there just like me, and I'm 21 years old, okay? Like, I'm not trying to act like I am any, what do I want to say? I'm trying to think before I speak too, because it's something that I've rarely ever done. What I was trying to say is that I'm not trying to like act like I'm 50 or 60 or a grown adult, because I'm not nowhere near a grown adult, but I just have a good bit of emotional intelligence. I'm intelligent, but I'm also not, I don't have common knowledge, okay? That's the only thing. I don't have common knowledge. But, and I'm not afraid to take accountability for that. Anyways, and I also know all these terms and everything because I studied for so long in my room growing up. I was a teenager. I'm not saying I was always reading a book, like, but I did love reading, and I loved to gain knowledge because I always felt like I was dumb because of the people that I was surrounding myself with at the time. Honestly made me feel dumb, because they would say, oh, you don't have common sense, and I'm like, what do you mean I don't have common sense? Like, what do you, and I would tell you about who said those things, but I'm not going to say no names. If you know, you know, and that's that. I don't want to expose people. I don't have any hatred in my heart for anybody. I just dislike people very strongly because of what they've put me through. But I forgive and I forget, and that's it anymore. I'm the closest I've ever been with God. I read the Bible all the time, and I've only been to church one time in my life. I thought you always had to go to church. I thought you always had to pray every morning, every night, every this and that. I was always very strict on myself with it, and I think that that's my OCD coming in, but you don't have to be, and that's okay if you aren't. But anyway, so I'm going to be all over the place. I know it. I go from one topic to another topic, and that's just who I am. I also don't have my water. I don't know where it's at, but we are going to use my bottle of water to drink because drinking water calms me down, but also Milo's sweet tea calms me down just as much. And I do have some in there, so I might have to go get a glass soon. Anywho, so my childhood, it was good growing up, and I was very lucky to have a caring family growing up. I'm also like trying to fix my posture anymore, and I've been doing a very good job at it, but like, y'all, when I get home after the gym or after shopping, wherever I'm going, this is what I'm like. This is what I'm like. But I do love trying to fix my posture. I'm trying to do it without a damn posture corrector, because your girl's gonna buy one of those too, but I'm trying to save this money. So anywho, we're going back to the childhood part. I was very fortunate to have a loving family, and my mom, my aunt, my grandparents, they're all very loving and caring. And on the women's part, like I said, very strong, very independent, very much ride or die. We all show also are emotional women, because we have emotions just like every other woman, but it's almost as if women and men both, I feel as if, are taught to hide their emotions growing up when it comes to crying. I want to make sure this is still recorded. Okay, it is. We are taught to hide our sadness, almost. Not taught to. We're not taught to, but it's something that we just do, I feel as if, because we don't want people to see that vulnerable side of us. But as humans, we are allowed to. crying is God's way of just letting the tears out and letting the pain, the temporary pain that's in your body out. And I'm not saying you need to be bawling your eyes out while like walking out of Walmart, but like, you know, if you got to, you got to, because we're all going through shit. We all have shit that we're going through that we don't want to be going through, whether it's mentally, whether it's physically, whether it's with the people we have in our life that's telling us something, and something that we don't want to hear, and something that's the truth, or it's maybe something that is just not, it doesn't correlate to you. It doesn't correlate to how you want to live your life. And that's okay to be like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to say this. I don't want to do, no. You can just say no. Or you can just disagree with others, because you don't have to agree with everything that everybody tells you. You don't. And I struggle with that a lot, because I am very much, and I still think I am in a way, because I'm saying I'm very much, but I was in the past a huge people pleaser, and I still can be in different ways, because I just care so much about people that wouldn't give one fuck about me. Honestly, that's simply who I am. Like random people, I'm talking about like strangers on the damn road, but I'm like, how are you doing today? I'm sitting there making time to have this small talk with someone, because I just want them to feel comfortable to vent to me, because some people don't have the money for therapists, some people don't have the money for psychiatrists, some people don't have money for this, that, and the third. And that's just the world we live in, the economy that is going on right now. But I know I can't be everybody's therapist. That's something I had to accept growing up as well, because I would always be there for my friends. Always was there for people, because I knew that I would want somebody to be there for me, and I had people that were there for me all the time. You fall back on your friends and your other people to rant to and vent to, and it's okay to, because you're human. You don't have to always go to your therapist and be unloading everything to them. You can, because that's what they're there for. They're professionals, and they will be there to handle all of that professionally. But if you have good people in your life that love you and care about you, they're going to want to sit down and listen to you and be like, okay, and give you some advice. And then you guys go back and forth just like normal people do in a conversation. But I learned that I don't have to tell every single person my business. And I was tired of doing it, honestly. I was like, I need to just keep on journaling my feelings out, because that's what I would do as my therapy. I would journal and I would write down, even though I was telling others about everything that was good on my life. I regret it, but I also don't regret much, because if you regret things, then you're going to be living a life full of regret, and you can't dwell on the past. That's something I've learned as well. You cannot dwell on the past. But okay, so growing up in my childhood, which everybody goes back in the past, we all dealt with shit. I'm doing this right now, talking about the past, because that's what you do. It's your life. But when I say don't dwell, I mean, you all probably know where I'm coming from when I say that. Do not think about it every single moment of every single day to where it makes you so depressed to where you don't want to do anything with your life. But do the same things, like go on your phone 24/7, go do this 24/7. Like, yes, I'm always on my phone, because I am following my dreams with my phone, and your phone it has everything on there, and we're blessed to have phones. The people that don't have phones, you're still blessed. But even though they really do ruin things, they ruin relationships, friendships, everything, like they can ruin those things, but you have to just know how to be considerate when you are on your phone. If somebody's talking to you, and I still struggle with this, I would still be on my phone while texting while somebody's talking to me, and I can't multitask all the time, although I can. I've gotten better with it, but I can't do that all the time. Like, sometimes you just need to be like, okay, let me put down my phone, let me just listen. Or tell the person, hey, talk to me whenever I am done on my phone, because I don't know what you're saying right now, and I can't give you a good reply back, and it's okay to not always give a good reply back too. Okay, and I'm also making this video, once again, as you can tell, to help anybody that I can't help. I tell God every morning, place me where I need to be today. Sometimes I forget to tell him, but I tell him, place me where you need to be today. And I learned that from a very sweet resident. And I will get into that, what job I had, to where that also very much made a huge impact on my life. And that was very much recent. So, okay, so with the childhood, growing up, had a very good childhood, although I struggled even when I was a little girl. Mentally, I struggled. I had intrusive thoughts, just like many other girls do growing up, especially ones that don't have fathers in their life. Although I did have a really amazing father figure. My pap was everything to me that I could have ever imagined. He was an actual angel, and I remember him telling me, Hannah, when I go to heaven, I will be watching down on you. And I still remember that. I remember so many little bits and pieces. And my pap passed when I was 9, so I'm very grateful that I can remember those memories. And I'm very, very grateful for it, because I remember almost, not every little thing, but like, I remember quite a bit. Okay, so I struggled with making friends. I made some friends. I was very sweet to everybody around me. And I remember being so happy that I had muscles when I was a little girl. And I, maybe like that's why some girls did not like me, because I was flexing my muscles. But, no, I was very blessed with a fast metabolism and a beautiful body figure. And a beautiful face. I mean, I have my flaws. I'm not perfect. My nose isn't perfect. My chin, when I smile, sticks out. Like, those things I dwelled on as a teenager. Dwelled on. And now I'm just so confident in every part of my face and every part of my body that I don't even think twice about it at this point. Like, honestly, genuinely, I don't, because I'm like, this is just who I am. I don't want to get a nose job. I don't want to get lip injections. Now, it is okay if you do. I'm not saying that women should be shamed for that. No, they shouldn't. If you want to change something about your face and your figure, you go ahead and do that, because that is your body, and you have a say in what you want to do with your body and your life and your face and everything. So anyways, that's just me personally. I enjoy being natural, and it took me a while to get to this point. Oh, there's my water right here. Just hit it with my foot. Okay. I tried to laugh because I'm just like, I know some of you are going to be watching this and be like, damn, that girl got issues, but I really don't give a fuck. Anyways, yeah, I still struggle with some insecurities, but we all do. However, I am the most confident I've ever been, and I can fully say that. So, I did have intrusive thoughts. I grew up with OCD. I remember having OCD at a very young age. I don't know exactly how young I was, but I think in middle school I discovered it, because I would flick the light on and off over and over again and count to 4 usually. And you know, you do those little things when you have OCD, but I grew up doing those little things, and that really made me question in my mind, what is this? Why am I doing these things? I thought that there was something seriously wrong with me, because at the time, I don't even think OCD was a term. If I'm being quite honest with you, I don't know when all of these mental health issues became noticed and became terms and had definitions. I don't know the exact time frame of all of that, but I do remember struggling with a lot in elementary and middle school and in high school, as we all do when we are in school. But I will say middle school was a lot worse, which is typically how it usually is. than elementary school for me. Middle school, I struggled a lot. I was very depressed at a young age. I struggled making friends. Oh, try not to cry, but it's okay to cry. I learned in therapy that emotional regulation does help, so when I inhale and exhale, it helps me, as it should with everybody, so do more of emotional regulation, y'all. Just take a breath. Don't be embarrassed about it if you're in front of others. I had a very toxic friendship growing up. When I was in elementary school and throughout until almost like the end of high school. When I say that we are ride or die on the lane side, that is what I mean, ride or die. Yeah, in that friendship, I was invalidated 24/7. There was good and bad times, of course, but the bad overrode the good, let me tell you what. And I hid it from just about everyone. I bottled everything up. My mom, people in my family could see exactly how she treated me, and they would tell me all the time, get rid of her. They did not like her at all. Could not stand her. And I couldn't either. Honestly, I couldn't either. I cried so much whenever I left her place. Whenever I cried so much, which is also why I feel like I get emotional, but I don't get as emotional as I usually did because I have cried so much throughout my life, even though I'm only 21. I have felt like I have lived 100 lives, honestly. But, however, I always felt obligated to go over to her place, to always do what she wanted to do, to always be perfect for her family, because if not, then I was also judged by them. And 100 other things, honestly. 100 other things. Just moral of that is that we made each other our source of happiness, and that's something you could never do with people. Never make somebody your source of happiness and hang out with them every single day of your life and always want to be with them and always like, no, you can't. Because if you do that, then you're not gonna have a good friendship, you're not gonna have a good relationship or a good life. You will be miserable. However, having BPD, borderline personality disorder, which I'm undiagnosed with that, but I self-diagnose myself because I know that that's what I have. I emotionally attach myself to people, get angry at small instances, minor inconveniences. There's there's a lot that goes into BPD, like there is with any other mental health issue. I emotionally attached myself to a lot of people. I was young, and when you're young, and most of the time you want to do what you want to do, and you want to say what you want to say, and that's it. I was very much stubborn. I've always been stubborn. I've always listened to people, but I definitely have done a lot of things for people, but I would listen to them, but I would most likely do what I wanted to do because it's my life at the end of the day, and I always knew that. Anyways, sometimes it's okay to listen to people and take their advice, but you have to decide if you want to take that advice or not and take it into consideration. I always take everything into consideration, but it doesn't mean I'm always going to follow up doing it because, once again, my life. But anyway, so with the toxic friendship I had, it was difficult. I felt like I needed to go with her wherever she wanted to go, do whatever she wanted to do. And I'm grateful for all the experiences that I had with her that helped me become stronger as a person. But do I ever want to be friends with her again? No, absolutely not. Bye, girl. Bye. You were in the past for a reason. Anyways, okay. Anywho, not gonna shame out people because I know that we all go through things. However, do I dislike her? Yes. Will I always dislike her? Yes. Will I always dislike her family? Yes. Just how it is. No hatred, just dislike. But I would always see her hanging out with all the popular girls. They would invite her, and they invited me a few times, and I was miserable. I had some laughs and giggles and whatnot, but I always was talked over. I always felt left out, just like many other influencers and celebrities and just people in general that aren't influencers, celebrities, and everything. Like, sometimes you just feel left out because you are genuine and authentic in yourself. And once again, like I said, people take advantage of that. But I remember sitting at a table when I was in like 7th grade at lunch. 6th or 7th grade, worst years. I remember sitting at the table and they played this game called Telephone. And I remember one girl specifically saying to the friends all around the table, not my friends, but at the time, I guess, tried to make them my friends and be okay with them. I remember her specifically saying, Hannah's an idiot. It was something along the lines of that, Hannah's an idiot. And I remember her whispering that into one girl's ear, and you know how telephone goes, you have to whisper it around the whole entire table. They did it to where I had to be the girl that said it out loud. I was the last person, and I had to say that. And I felt terrible. My face always got red. I was very shy. I was very innocent and just very much just wanted to be friends with someone. And I did have a couple really good friends that I'm still friends with to this day, and that I wish I would have hung out way more. Wish I would have hung out more with when I was in middle school instead of that one person, because if I wouldn't have hung out with her, I think I would have been I know I would have been a lot happier and close to being at peace with myself earlier on if I would have just cut her off, and I wish I would have. But no worries now, because she will never be in my life again. I do not want to be around attention seekers no more. Be yourself, and that's it. I'm myself. I'm not a pick-me. I'm not a fucking all these little terms that everybody tries to say. I'm not. I'm just my fucking self, and I'm funny, and I'm authentic and genuine and kind. That's just who I am. That's it. Yeah, I can be a bitch. We all can be. We all can be. We're humans. But, so, went through years and years and years of that, and endured a lot of bullying from her side, and a lot of those girls that they always hung around. And there was a few that were genuine, and that I remember that were genuine. I'm not saying every single girl was terrible, but most of them just were, they had their own cliques, just like everybody does in their own schools, and I never felt comfortable around them. I always felt like I had to put on a facade, and I remember so many things. I just always felt like I had to put on a facade and try to be something that I wasn't around those girls, and I couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it at all. However, when I got into, when I was in 7th grade, I was at a time where I was very depressed, and I wanted to move schools so bad. I wanted to move schools. I wanted to be homeschooled. Couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand going to school every day. Couldn't stand seeing those ignorant kids every single day. Those people that are now following me and trying to reach out to me and trying to be friends with me and stuff. And it's so funny because I'm just ignore and block. Okay, anyways. Only I know exactly what I went through, but 7th grade was like one of my most miserable years, and I thought that I couldn't keep going. And I was in 7th grade. I did not want to be alive anymore. Did not want to be alive. And once again, like, I'll show clips here soon, probably at the end of this video, of what a beautiful family I had and things that really left a good effect on me. And I also will put in a lot of videos, like maybe a few videos or so. I don't know how much I'm going to put in. I'm just going to do a montage almost of videos that I've taken growing up, because I have a lot of videos saved. And me and my cousin would always do skits. Me and my one friend would always do like these skits as well, and music videos. And I'm going to see if she still has those. I haven't seen yet, but I need to, because I want to include those in this video so bad. I was always recording growing up. I always loved taking videos, loved taking pictures. I was so passionate about it because I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I always wanted to have a podcast. I always wanted to be a model. I always wanted to be in this world, this art world, because I've always loved art. I would make my mom little, and I'll include a picture of like some of the art that I would make my mom, because she kept everything. And I would make my grandparents big old posters for their birthdays, and I just enjoyed it so much. Art class was my favorite class in every single grade. Like every single grade, I enjoyed art class the most, and I got really good towards my junior and senior year of high school. But shout out to my art teachers too, because y'all really helped out a lot. And yeah, so genuinely just loved art. I loved everything about it. I love photography. It is the main reason, really, why I want to be a model so bad, and why I want to be an influencer and an artist, why I love singing and songwriting. Also, if you hear background noise, that's just my family, so ignore that. But I loved singing since I was a little girl, and I remember singing with my pap all the time. I have recordings on my Nintendo DS that I posted before on my Facebook. We were always singing together, and I remember one of my memories with him was when we were singing Locked Out of Heaven from Bruno Mars, and he was the only one in the living room, and he was sitting down just cheering me on and had his hand out, and I just remember running around the whole living room and hitting his hand, acting like he was one of my fans. And and he was just a very good supporter. And I know he's watching down in heaven. I know he is. He was just an angel. And I wish I would have had more years with him and my nana, but I know that they are proud of me. I know that they would just, I know they're up in heaven just having a ball. But that all just pushed me to strive to become the highest version of myself, and to be able to sing one day and just keep on going, no matter how many people told me that I sucked, because I definitely did suck. I have an acapella video I will show too of me singing and tapping the table, and it was so embarrassing and just so terrible, but I was young and I don't care to show it now because I was just a little girl. I think I was like maybe 12 around that time, 11, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I just did all of these things growing up, and I was always drawing, always coloring, always singing, always dancing. I love to dance, I love to do all these things, and I've had it in my soul And I've known it for years. That's why I didn't want to take the college route either, because I was never passionate about anything else but art. Even though I could have went to a college route, I could have done this and that. It's like, it's a lot of money to do. It's a lot of debt to go through. And college can change you sometimes if you aren't fully yourself. And if you hang out around the wrong crowd, it can change you. And I just did not, I was in fear of all of that. Like, I was always skeptical of things and always worried and anxious. I'm an anxious girl. I'm a very anxious person. So, but I'm so grateful I never did go through all of that. But I did feel like I was behind, and I still do in a way, because everybody else is having their own careers and went to college, and everybody's posting all that, and it does, social media, everything, like, with social media, does get in your head when you see what everybody else is doing, and it does make you feel behind, but you're not behind. You are on the right path. God has you. If you have good faith in him, he has you. And even if you don't, most of the time he still has you, because he knows we sin and we repent and we get better every day if we just put in the work too and just be genuine with people. But my pap left a big impact on my life, as well as my nana. My nana was always there for me, even though my nana had a hard time with a lot of things. She was special, and I think, I see myself in her in many ways as the other family members in my life, the other women, and it's just beautiful to even have all of these mental health issues, as much as it can really affect my life and the people in my life. I'm trying to get better. I'm going to therapy. But I was on lithium. I was on one of these most basic drugs and basic medications. And it was terrible for me. I felt like a monster on that. I was so angry. I was so mean. And I was like, I have to get off of this, because I wasn't keeping up with my water intake, which I'm all over the place once again, but I couldn't keep up with my water intake, and I felt like I was going to pass out one day, and I said, I can't take my medicine anymore. I'm not going to. This was just last month, and that week was miserable. I felt the side effects that everybody was telling me that I was going to have with my head. My ear was hurting, I had shooting pains through my neck. And I'm not saying to quit lithium. Do not quit. Make sure you do consult a doctor before you do it, and you do ease off of that medicine, because it's something that is very scary to go through. But I'm just sharing my experience, because it was miserable. But I'm also so grateful that I did, because I did not want to have to deal with. I do not want to have to deal with easing off of it, even though I know it's affected the chemicals in my brain. It's affected a lot in my body. However, I knew that that wasn't the right one for me, and I know that there is probably one that could be better, but I'm on one that is totally fine, and that helps me out, and that's it. I don't need 50 medications to be able to function. Like, I know it's literally just, it's okay to be open to, but I know my body, I know my mind, and I know what is good for my soul and what is good for me. That's it. You can simply be okay. Not everybody. Some of you do need some medicine. Like, I'm not saying medicine is something you need to shy away from. Yes, people should take medicine, especially if you have really bad mental health issues and you have intrusive thoughts. I don't have intrusive thoughts. I don't have a bad bit in my body to people or myself. I just am positive, and I want everything to be good and the world to be better. Know that, like, when you have these manic episodes, if you want to take your medicine to make you feel better, do it. But also, you can emotionally regulate by inhaling and exhaling and drinking water and putting good into your body, rather than going for alcohol or weed or nicotine or any other very hardcore drug. I mean, you can. It is possible. Trust me, I've been through it. I've smoked growing up. I've drank. And I feel like I've damaged the fuck out of my body. And I'm only 21, even though I know I'm okay. I just have it in my mind because of my anxiety. But anywho, so yes, growing up in school with friends, very difficult for me. And high school was very difficult as well. I had made new friends, and I was very happy because I made new friends. But then the one friend that I had that was preying on my downfall was always very jealous and started to get like really bad. And also she had a very icky boyfriend that honestly was like just disgusting. Would talk about my ass, would talk about other girls in front of her, just very gross, very much disgusting. And sucks for her. None of my business, but either way. I endured a lot growing up, and it's okay. We all have shit that we go through. We all endure things growing up. But anyways, that was hard in high school because I was trying to get rid of her, but I didn't know how to, so I started to just not hang out with her as much anymore. I really wish I would have told her exactly how I felt, but at the same time, sometimes you don't need no fucking closure. Sometimes you just need to be like, close that book and bye, move on. There's been so many other friends I had to cut off, and there's been many friends that I told in big paragraphs and wrote exactly what I needed to write and type because that's what I believed in, and I wanted to help people out genuinely to see their bad habits and their red flags, essentially. Honestly, did it, and I've been disrespectful as fuck before. Not saying I'm perfect at all. I'm not a perfect girl or woman. Like, nowhere near perfect, because we aren't. Nobody is. I definitely did try to help out other friends that were good to me, and I just am a ride or die for people. I really am. I stick up for others. I don't care what other people think of me now at all. And even like when I got into like being 18, 19, so like that's whenever I really started to, I had confidence, but I didn't have peace within myself. I feel like I don't know, I guess I just have that fire in me, and I was very shy before, and very antisocial. I was also why it was hard for me to fit in. I didn't like the tension being on me. I didn't want people to like pity me, feel bad for me, to like, there's a lot, you know, but either way, it's always been my dream to do what I am trying to accomplish, and what I've been trying to accomplish. I blew up multiple different times on social media, on TikTok, and I don't care if I don't blow up or not, like blow up on air or whatever. Numbers don't mean shit to me. That's why I got my likes on Instagram, where you can see the likes I get, because I genuinely don't care that I get the little bit of likes that I get, because I know that I'm going to go far in my career. I have faith that I am, at least. I'm not putting expectations onto it, but at the same time, I can see the progress. I can see the things that have been happening, and yeah, so there was a lot that I endured growing up. I'm not going to go through every little thing because I don't need to, but I just want you all to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and do not give up. Do not give up. No matter how hard it gets, you keep on pushing, keep on trying. And even though this world, this day and age is terrible, there is so much beauty in it, and there's a lot of people that are still genuine and funny. I mean, our generation, the generation I grew up in, it was something else, but we were so unserious and fucking hilarious. I crack up on so many things, like about so many things, because we were very unserious in middle school with the damn man crush Monday and woman crush Wednesday, like all that shit on Instagram and stuff, like just very fucking funny. But phones and social media does kind of get in your head, and you need to just not let it. And it's easy for me to say, because yes, I have a fast metabolism, I have a nice body, I have a nice face, I think my personality is decent, even though I know that I have a lot of issues going on, and yeah, but it's just the truth. You know, tell people you love them, make time for the people that care about you, don't shove them away, because that's what I was trying to do recently, is push people away. They didn't understand where I was coming from on certain levels and certain things, because I wasn't opening up, I was being guarded, and I was also resenting people around me. And I don't need to resent people. You don't need to. Resentment builds over time if people treat you a certain way, but you don't need to keep that resentment and hold grudges and hold things. Like, you're allowed to not have people in your life and keep them out. Don't feel obligated to, just because you think that that's gonna be the end of the world if you lose them, because it's not going to be. You are still good by yourself. I love that analogy. I posted on my TikTok yesterday, actually, the analogy that I am the cake and I will be fine without the icing and the cherry on top because I'm still like, I don't know if it's exactly that fucking analogy, but whatever, because I'm still a beautiful woman and I have so much going for me. But, and my favorite saying I say a lot and I post a lot is stay true to you, because that's something I told myself all the time growing up. And nothing is as serious as it seems to be. Find joy, find light, laugh when you fall, laugh when you get sick, not sick, but fuck, what do I want to say? Just laugh when little funny things happen, because it really isn't that serious, even though I need to take my own advice, because I do cuss and I do get mad, just like many other people do, and I go manic. I do this because I hate even saying manic, because there is light in even being manic and having a mental health issue. Selena Gomez has it. Many other girls that I know around here have it. And it's hard. It's hard to go through. And men have it as well. It's not just women. People are just very good at hiding it. Look, my hair is like almost dry. I've been talking for so long. I didn't try to curl it either, but we can see a little bit of waves from this. Oh, see, you just gotta laugh, even though that hurt me a little bit. You just have to laugh. But anywho, I am gonna be getting off here, but I did want to share some of my struggles, some of the things I had dealt with growing up that have shaped me to who I am today, and I'm very appreciative of it. Exercise is the number one thing that's important for your body. Maybe not the number one, but it's up there with eating the right foods, drinking water. You don't have to be drinking water nonstop. Obviously, give yourself some, like, have a damn balance. You know, if you want to go out and drink on the weekends, go out and drink. Just don't be drinking every single day. You want to go out and have a damn day out to eat, and you know, like, do it. I mean, shit, we only live once, might as well. But just be careful with it, that's all, because I know what I went through. I know that it's very addictive to drink all the time, and I struggled with endometriosis. I struggled with a lot of physical health issues. My damn trigger finger had surgery on both of these, and I mean, there's a lot of things that you struggle with. Sleep paralysis. I had sleep paralysis all the time before, all the fucking time, and it was to the point where I couldn't even go to school at some days because I was hallucinating nonstop and going into sleep paralysis every time I went to sleep almost. And it was miserable, and I still remember a lot of the hallucinations, but I rarely have it anymore because I get enough sleep. Even though sometimes I still stay up late, I'm not going to be perfect. I still try to get 8 hours, and that's that. But yeah, just live your life to the fullest. Be yourself. Don't take shit from people who aren't even trying to be better at themselves and at their life, really. Like, that's it, you know? This is your life, what you want to do, and love the people around you, even if they have their flaws, and even if they are a little bit mean. That's okay. You're gonna have to take constructive criticism and everything. And I wanted to get to my job that I just went into recently, but I think I will share all of that maybe in another video, because I'm freezing right now and I need to get socks on and everything, and eat, and yeah, so I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and I will include that montage just about now. But subscribe to me. It's my first ever YouTube video, which is super exciting and super wild to even say, because I never thought I'd ever end up making one, because I was always too worried about being judged. But fuck what people think. Do what you want to do, but do it in a respectful way. You know, just be a good human. Give out what you would love to receive. But okay. Anyways. Anywho, stay true to you, the rhyming queen. Stay true to you. As you can see, my little newspaper, because I love newspapers. Stay true to you. Oh, and thank you all for the votes. Thank you so much for all the votes and all the love. I appreciate everything that anybody has ever done for me. And just know you will get the karma. And yeah, stay true to you. And remember that you're a baddie and you know you're a 10. And have a spectacular day. Bye.
He's getting into it. Yeah.
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes.
I love you, Hannah.
But it's the only thing
You are
that I
my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy
when it gets
skies are gray.
hard. You know it can get hard.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love
It
you.
is the only
Please don't
thing
take my
makes us
sunshine
feel
away. When I awoke, dear, I was
Keep this love in a
mistaken,
photograph.
and I hung my head
We'll
and
make these
cried.
memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you. And it's the only thing we take with us when we die. We'll keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts were never.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't take a sip yet, so I'm gonna take a sip now. Take a this for a
So you can keep.
I think I'm gonna pee. Okay, we're gonna go up first. Yeah, we're gonna hear it. Oh my god, there's different here. That pizza. Give me pizza. Here, on my face. Okay, I'm gonna. Wait. So I have to go. Okay, I'll do after, promise.
Like, water, like, in help.
I can't believe it when you drink that piano.
I'm like drinking them all. I'm like,
Wait,
taste them.
I'm gonna get some water.
Oh my god, I would rather taste the
You're
drink.
not allowed to hold your nose. Oh, you want?
Okay, I think I'm good. No,
Here we go.
should I take a sip?
Can fit me inside the necklace you got when you were 16. Next to your heart,
Hurry up.
where I should be.
Oh yeah.
Deep within your soul. And if you hurt me, well that's okay, baby. Only words bleed inside these pages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. When I'm away, I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone. Wait for me to come home.
That motherfucking chopper, I ride with that K, okay, spray, okay. But that motherfucking stick to his face, he had nothing to say.
Ballin' off the rack. I just broke up big.
My father broke like drop. Fuck that door.
These walls seem to cave in on me when I look in your eyes. I feel alive.
Yo, we graduate in a minute. Yo.
We say words that don't mean nothing when you're holding me down.
I didn't shit, guys. It's my pet. Can help with it?
Hold on to me. Hold on to me. You and I together. Come on, baby, won't you hold on? She don't ring your name. Hold on to me. I can feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. I can't feel
My fucking fingers in my face. Ready? Dad, if I don't get my clothes by fucking vacation, I'm literally going to machine headquarters. When's your vacation? This Saturday! Stay positive.
We're not together. Come on, baby, won't you hold on to me? Hold on to me. We gotta hold on. I gotta hold on. You've got to hold on. You've got a hold on. A hold on. won't you hold on to me? Hold on to me. You and I together. Come on, baby, won't you hold on?
I said I'm not doing that shit no more. I said I'm not doing it either. We've been through hell and back and forth, baby. We're moving further, even further. I don't wanna go backwards no more, baby. I'm moving forward. I've been through this shit before, and I'm not going through it again. Oh, you make me wanna be a better person. I know that I was the worst version, but now I finally see it. You have to love yourself before you be with anyone else. No. It's a sick disease, enduring all those bad memories. They weren't even memories, they were bad moments. And I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to move past it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make things right, because you have to love yourself before you love anyone else. Oh, you have to be the person that you dream. Follow your heart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't even prepare that. I just have to rehearse it and then perfect it, and then I can perform it.